dress, the place you look great. Side hustle life will show you how. From home to wealth, right here and now. Nashra, Nashra, let's ignite your online business shining bright. Moms and families, take your chance.
Hello and welcome to tonight's live video. For those who don't know me, I'm actually the owner of Nashra Academy, and I thought I'll come on today and share something that I've heard that is quite profound. And I thought when I heard it, I can't wait to share with everyone because sometimes when you hear things, you just can't hold it or keep it yourself. In case someone is sitting out there wanting to share the very same thing today with me, so here it goes. I was listening to a very interesting interview, and in that interview, they did share something that I thought it had me stop scrolling, and I just had to hear what he had to say because I was like, I've never looked at it that way. And this quote goes, the re it goes. I've just got a mind blank then, but the quote goes something about being rich. So rich is things that you actually get to spend. It's money that buys all the fancy gear. You might buy cars, you want to buy, luxury stuff, you might want to buy a house, you just want to use it to your day-to-day stuff. Now, whilst you have rich, you also have wealth. Wealth is money that you don't see. It's one that is probably sitting there and you know it's there, but it's not for you to use your day-to-day expenses. Then you have extreme wealth, where it covers things such as things that are for the future. I like to think of it as things that you're gonna use not right away, but it's just money that you have there, or things that it could be in assets, it could be in monetary value, it could be in something, it could be stocks. It's things that you have sitting, waiting just to be invested again in something else. And I thought that is quite profound because so many times we often will be buying stuff to impress people who probably we don't like, or you don't like because you simply think I should get the latest car, I should get the latest Nike shoes, or things that are quite superficial, so to speak. Sometimes you don't need them, but yet again, you will do something. You spend money on an extravagant wedding, an extravagant maybe party, just so that you can make it sure for you to be rich, to be the person who has it all, or who has things quite organized. But then you think about the idea of you, what if it meant, and most of this time you would have been doing this, but you actually trading in your hours for you to get that money. Some people I know work 60 to 100 hours in a fortnight because that's what they do. They trade in their time for money, they trade in their time for a paycheck, letting them to a point where they're exhausted, they're just over it, they barely can make it through the week. They literally survive on like a power trip where they know that they keep going at this rate, they get paid at the end of the fortnight, at the end of the month, they have the money and they can still afford the life that they want to try to make look like that it's working. So these are all things that when I heard it, I was like, interesting. I just hadn't thought of it that way. Many people, or many of us, lived in a way where you're actually trading your hours for money. You're trading your hours for you to get the life you want, just to afford a holiday, just to afford a decent birthday look that you want to achieve. So that keeps us trapped. It keeps us going and working back to back because you want to maintain this life of a lifestyle that of some level you want to keep it up because that's what you want. But true wealth comes when you have systems that actually can work in your favor without you trading your hours. True wealth is you having systems in place that mean that you could be making money, or you could be earning whilst you sleep, or spend time with your kids, spend time with your loved ones, and not necessarily having to do clock in, clock out, back to back kind of shifts. Because personally, I know what that felt like. I was in healthcare, and knowing that I had, probably most of my life, which going back again to like almost 10 years that I've been in Australia, I worked back to back because I really thought I could just keep chasing and I'll get to where I want to be. I'll pay off a mortgage and everything else will be catered for. But little did I know that trading that time, it only got me to a point where I've exhausted. I was over just doing the same thing every single day, expecting a different result. That's when I had to change my narrative of how I looked at how do I get paid? What can it cover? Can it actually give me more time with my kids rather than me being away for so long and losing out on or missing out their milestones, missing out on family moments, missing out on any Australia day because I was busy trying to chase for that paycheck to paycheck, best holiday rates, and then you choose work over your own family. You choose to spend Christmas out of your house than it would have been at home because you're chasing the dollar. So it's an important reminder to say, tonight, I know it's a Sunday night, or here in Perth, it's nighttime now, and there are people who are sitting at the edge of the bed, or you're just simply thinking, what do I do now? What can I do next? How can I create a life that I truly want, or one that I can live with my family in peace, in harmony, and be able to travel? If you are one who has, left, say, a country that is not Australia and you've moved into here for greener pasture, I feel you. I know what you go through. I know what it can feel like for busy parents who are simply trying to make ends meet for the family, who are simply trying to still provide and not give, the best of themselves, in the thought of I gotta work an extra shift. So I know how that can feel for many parents or for people who are gently who are just trying to make life work in their favor. So if that is you tonight, who's also sitting here wondering, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, I'm getting older, I barely can tell, what retirement might look like, because clearly you will have, needed to make a plan. We all got a plan because planning to fail, failing to plan is planning to fail. So you've got to start somewhere. You've got to have something going for you. And this reminder today about how riches and wealth work hand in hand, an important thing for anyone to actually know what you gotta do. Perhaps look at starting that business you were looking, or perhaps look at different systems that might work in your favor so that you can build that wealth. You can build legacies because a paycheck just doesn't cover it. A paycheck is meant to pay for day-to-day bills because, like any of us, if you stop today working, some people have got only a couple of pay slips before they actually go dry, like where they don't have any other option waiting for them to help. So if it is you today and you're sitting here wondering, or you're watching a replay and you're wondering, is there something that I could do perhaps for my family, for yourself, and simply to get out of this rat race of you working, over the clock and no ends to the misery, then I'm here to tell you there is indeed a way. And if you're one who wants to know how this could probably work for you, or that how might this help for your family, then simply comment wealth, and I'll be happy to share with you, our free info session. Check it out and see if this might be exactly what you're looking for as well, just to get out of that very same prison you would have been, holding yourself in captive. But it's all up to you. It's all up to one choice that you can make today and say, look, enough is enough. Something's gotta change, something's gotta give. Then this message is for you watching. And I love to say, Sundays are perfect for reflection. They're perfect for the week ahead because you're going to think, okay, what does this week hold? What do I need to change? What could I improve? And that's how we keep going because no one has all the answers. Everyone is still trying. But whilst you're trying, make sure you're putting your energy and efforts in the right things so that you're not completely, feeling like you're left behind. And there's nothing like you're too late. You can always start it wherever it feels right for you. And I would like to thank everyone for watching and my followers that, keep checking in, and let's talk all things building wealth, building legacies, and getting out of moments where we feel trapped and we feel like we've got no options. This is the place where we get to, talk and share those things. Feel free to leave me a comment. Feel free to message me. My inbox is always open. Bye for now. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye. Good night.
Dreaming big, wanna break free. is the place you'll agree. Side Hustle Life will show you how. From home to wealth right here and now.